Hi everyone, my name is Yiru. I'm from Torrance University. Welcome to my presentation today. The topic is business communication and culture. At the beginning, I want to talk a little bit about myself. So I'm from China and I came to Australia a few years ago. I'm now working as a project officer in a big organization in Australia. Coming from Chinese culture to a very diverse environment, I actually feel lots of not gonna say conflicts, but difference in these two cultural contexts. And this is how I realized the importance of attention and culture in all our business communications, because it does play an important role. Okay, now I'm gonna talk some aspects of business communication and culture. From my research, cultural anthropologist E.T. Hall theorized that people's cultural and value beliefs determine their communication style, which I 100% agree. The same expression can be understood differently in different cultural contexts. However, this should be minimized as much as possible in business communication because we don't want to create much ambiguity or misunderstanding when it's about a business or a deal. In David's research of the contrast between high context and low context cultural, high context cultural tends to favor indirect, ambiguous, and polite communication strategies where verbal expressions are of high importance. And China, where I come from, is a high context cultural, while low context cultural tend to prefer straightforward, clarifying, and even confrontation. This requires high validity and written proof, which is where I'm standing now, Australia. It's not about what is good, what is bad. It's more about how do we make our business communication effectively. The source of culture can be simply divided into national, organizational, and individual. The influence of culture on business communication can be seen in how to show courtesy and respect, how to motivate teams and stakeholders to facilitate cooperation, and how much information to be used in communication. Here I have some recommendations. So I'll give an example. Like in an Australian company, if they want to expand to like a global market, let's say a Japanese market, the management team, they need to understand the hierarchical difference in the local corporate structure in advance. In business communication, from daily greetings to email writing habits, the meeting flows to communication tones and facial expression, the global business unit should fully understand and accommodate all the differences. Their desire for harmony can be higher than individual achievements. Instead of expecting opportunities for questions, employees are more accustomed to be guided when it comes to cross-cultural business interactions. A buffer zone should be prepared in advance to transition and accommodate differences to maximize business values. Here I listed 5 types of communications. Verbal communication, which is what I'm saying now, the languages, and non-verbal communication. This could be some gestures and facial expression. And written communication, this is more of the email or contract or statement work, things like that. And listening is a very part of communication as well. Although you're not talking, but you're listening, that's showing lots of respect and make a lot of difference. And also visual communication. Like today, I'm using PowerPoint as the tool, the technology to help me do the presentation, to help with the communication. So here we come to the conclusion. So To respond effectively to different cultural when preparing for business communication is kind of a key business survival strategy, especially these days, when with the opportunity of business or expanding globalized, and it's more common to have a diverse team, no matter in workspace or business, the deals between different nations or different cultures. The business communication in those contexts are becoming more and more often. To stay open-minded and also have the respectful attitude when you are conducting any sort of business communication is becoming more and more important. Have a good understanding of others' culture is very essential, and it's a good manner to keep in mind as well. Thank you. That's all of my presentation. And here is the references I've been using when preparing for this presentation. Thanks very much.